Okay, here is the EKOL Tuna. Now, first off the bat, I will tell you that I bought mine from Amazon.com from SF Warehouse or some shit like that. It does have an orange plug, and unfortunately, the gun has a completely stopped barrel. It is not front firing. Make sure if you purchase this, look at the specifications, look at the questions and answers, look at the customer reviews. If it has anything about a plugged barrel, make sure you look and check and see whether it's front firing. If it's not front firing, then don't buy it. Plain and simple. It's not worth the money if it's not front firing. Pretty much. What you want to know is, even if there isn't an orange tip, it doesn't matter. Actually, no. I'm sorry. If there is an orange plug, it's not front firing. Because if it was front firing, they wouldn't put an orange plug in there because it would shoot out. It would become a projectile gun. That's the point, purpose. You want to be able to shoot flares and shit with it, and you want something that shoots flame out the damn front of it. This shoots flame out of the ejection port, which is not good for this gun, which is not good for any gun. And it has what I call nostril vents. These are where the flame comes out of. So it's actually louder than it should be because of that, because of the pressure exerted on the gas and fire and flame by those two little ejection hole nostril flares. And the ejection port, actually, some of the paint's coming off because it's firing. It's basically backfiring out of the damn ejection port, which is not good. But that's the gun. It has a 6-round, well, 6+1, one in the chamber, 6 in the mag. To do that, you'll have to load. I'll show you. But it has manual safety. It has a full stock trigger, as I call it. Again, my terms may be different than other terms, maybe even different than the real fucking terms, but screw it. It is an 8mm blank shooter with front post and notch sights, completely useless for a blank gun. That's the opposite side of the trigger on the right side, to field strip it, which I don't recommend. It has, slide does lock back after the last shot. To close the slide, you have to take the magazine out, or if you're daring, hold the slide and push down on the follower spring on the clip magazine. Right. Here's the magazine. It's vented so you can see how many's in there. The like I said, it holds 6 in the clip and 1 in the chamber if you wish to, but I don't suggest it. The gun is single action only. Single action only. So, but it is a blowback design. And it shoots 8mm blanks. So focus. No? No focus? Not gonna focus for me? I have it zoomed in somewhat. Let me see if I can do it now. No? Okay. It's not going to focus for me, but these are center fire. And I actually had one of these green caps, which they're actually from the tip of this shell to my thumb. If you can see, they're that long. They're big. Them green caps are big. If this was a front firing gun, that green cap would have shot out, because I actually had mine. I actually had a green cap get stuck in my, I'll show you. Shit. I actually had a green cap get stuck down in there. It basically shot out and jammed itself in there like a projectile would. So these in a front-firing blank pistol will turn into plastic shrapnel. If it only has like a rod down, which is what I thought this would have. If it only has a rod down there, this thing will shred itself around that rod, and this plastic will come out as projectiles. So be careful. But yeah, so these will slide in. Either way, I'll show you how to load the magazine. But again, this is how you do the. You have to pull the slide out. It's hard to do with this angle. Sorry, there. See there. Pulled the slide out. Now, as with any magazine, you. Sorry, let me zoom in here. Push down, follow in. Push down, follow in. I know I dropped one. Okay. That be 6. Once I get it, once I get it in there. That be 6. So, and then the gun is loaded like so. The best way to do it is to take the back of the magazine, push it in and up, and then you can do it. So then, I'm going to show you the chambering process. And then it pushes one in. Now the gun's ready to fire, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to eject it. Ready? It flopped out because I wanted it to. Now, this is how you would do 6 plus 1. You put 6 in the chamber, 6 in the mag. Done. Okay. You load one into the chamber, you eject the magazine, and carefully let the hammer down. I had to do that off camera because I had to see. I don't want this thing firing. And then you will take $25. The only ones I seen on Amazon, for fuck's sake, for 50 of them, 25, some 20 some dollars. It's big ones. So you take that. Now there is a round in the chamber. As you can see, it's in there. Well, it was in there. I kind of screwed that up. 6. Okay. Okay. Slowly let the hammer down. Eject the clip. Now, there is 5 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bueno, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I know. And then load the 6th one into the. It's kind of a pain in the ass. And then back into the gun. And now there is 6 plus 1. There are 7 rounds in this gun. Now, what I'm thinking is this. There is like maybe a 1/4 to a 1/2 inch, probably a 1/4 inch steel plug in there. Now what I want to do is have my camera focus properly. Yeah, it ain't gonna focus. No? Okay. What I want to do is take a good high-powered drill and drill a hole in there. And then take a round file and file around there. And then shoot it off a bunch of times so to get any in a safe environment, in a safe direction, to get all the little fragments out of there. And then I'll have a front firing gun, but it'll only be a small hole, so that may be possibly dangerous. But you know what the hell, they should have kept these things front firing. Idiots shouldn't have tried to convert them to real ammunition and gotten their hand blown off. It's stupid. But anyway, so yeah, that is how you load 7 rounds into the chamber. You take a round. Oh shit. You could do this off the bat with only 1 shell in it, and then load the remainders. So, and now there's your 6.1, the 6 plus 1. Okay, well that's the EKOL Tuna. I mean, I didn't really do a complete review because I'm very disappointed in this thing. It's my own stupid dumb fault for not reading, I guess. So I suspect that people who want one, if this was a front firing gun, it would be perfect. Good little pocket pistol, good for scaring away robbers if you're outside, or whatever you want to call it, whatever the piss you want to do with the piece of shit. I mean, it's up to you, but there's some possible uses. So that's my little review of the EKOL Tuna. Again, as I said, read everything. If you can't find any information, if it doesn't specifically state it's front firing, it is not front firing. It is completely plugged. If it has a orange tip in it, it's completely plugged, because they wouldn't put that in there with this being these are real rounds without the bullet. They would be creating a one-time projectile shooter. The first time you popped off a fucking round, you were shooting an orange plug at high velocity. At high velocity, probably maybe enough to enter the body. Who knows? It's possible. But problem is, if it has the orange plug, it's not front firing. So make sure if you can't find any information about it being a front firing or not, ask and see whether it does not, or if it's ever anywhere said that it has an orange plug, it's not front firing. Or another way of doing it, if it doesn't come with a flare adapter, it's not front firing. But either way, these are the 2 things to check for. A, does it have an orange plug? No, don't buy it if it does. If you can't find any if you can't find any other information about it, don't buy it, because why take the chance of getting an orange plug? You can't take it back once you take it out. That's my mistake. So you have to drill it out. So pretty much, like I said, if it has an orange plug, or if it doesn't specifically state that it is front firing, pass it by, because it more than likely is not front firing, which makes these things pretty shit. So okay, that's that. And as always, I always advocate keeping your guns. And I'll show you the fling, how it flings. If it was up in a different position, it would do it better. I always advocate keeping your guns and mags unloaded. Ramblings on out. 14 minutes.